Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing a couple components I believe are going to make our channel look and sound much more professional. The first item we're going to be unboxing and reviewing is Tascam's DR-05X Sound Recorder. This is a digital sound recorder with professional quality. It's 2-channel stereo recording with built-in stereo condenser microphones that are dual omnidirectional. Records to WAV and MP3. It has a functional USB audio interface for Mac or PC recording. An overwrite function for punch-in recording and one-hand undo. Dictation mode designed for playback transcription with EQ presets for the human voice, and a micro USB connector and USB 2.0 high speed. The DR-05X comes with batteries and an owner's manual. Let's do the unboxing. Slide it out. Here we go. So nothing else in the box there. So we've got owner's manual and batteries. Set those off to the side. Really excited about this. Okay, set that off to the side, and then we have the, oh, this thing looks awesome. There we go. Tascam 05X. Let's open the owner's manual up here. Get the batteries out. Put the batteries in the machine. Okay. So we slide the back panel off just like that, and we put negative to the spring, negative to the spring, close it up, and we have the power button. Turn the power on. Tascam DR-05X. You can set the date and the time. There's no card in here currently. You can put the card in right here. Micro SD card fits in right there. That way you can store all your information on the micro SD card and transfer it over. Of course, it also stores large audio files on there. So we have the dual omnidirectional microphones. They are stereo, both facing out, left and right, and also has an external microphone input right here on the end. Again, we have the record button, and then we can select through the menu, quick button, mark button, PB content. You can forward, reverse, plus and minus. There's a hold feature. Here's a headphone line out jack button right there. And here's a speaker, so if you want to hear what your playback is, you can play that from the recorder itself. One thing to help with wind noise is I bought a dead cat and this microphone cover, and unfortunately my dog ate the dead cat. I can't find it anywhere, so I may have to order another dead cat, but we can put this one on here to help the wind noise. The dead cat does better with wind noise, but this will help with the, you know, any close-up pops. So we'll put that right over the end here. I bought this off Amazon, and it came with the dead cat, so I may have to end up ordering another one. And looking through the manual, I wanted to remind everyone you can use up to 128 gigabyte micro SD card. It does use 2 AA batteries. Now, using alkaline batteries, recording wave at 44.1 kilohertz, 16-bit, you can get about 17.5 hours recording with the built-in stereo microphones. Playback of the same bit rate, you can get about 16.5 hours with the built-in speaker. Now, if you're using a nickel metal hydride battery, that puts you about 14.5 hours for recording and 15 hours of playback. The unit doesn't come with any internal memory, so you'll need a micro SD card to run it. And based on just a small 4 gigabyte SD card, Wave 16-bit stereo at 44.1 kilohertz will record about 6 hours and 44 minutes. Again, that's just on 4 gigabyte card. A Wave 24-bit 96 kilohertz is 2 hours and 4 minutes. And MP3 stereo or mono at 320 kbps at 44.1 or 48 kilohertz is 29 minutes and 48 seconds. Again, that's with a 4 gigabyte card. So if you have a 120 gigabyte card, you're going to be able to record for a very, very long time. To keep wind noise and sound pops out, you can have a dead cat on it. Again, the dog ate my dead cat. The dead cat will help against wind. It's just that furry little thing. Looks like a big furry cat. And then this pop reducer here, slide this over the top, and that'll help for close-up, using it like a interview microphone. You can have it in your pocket, sticking up like this. You can have it off to the side. You can have it on a table out of the field of view of the camera. Another thing you can do is you can have it in your pocket with an external microphone plugged in. Have it in your pocket. I'll have a lavalier mic up under your shirt collar, and you can talk and get really good professional quality sounding video from different distances. What you'll need to do to have external audio is make sure you have a multi-channel recorder editing software. So you'll have your video from your camera, and we'll have an audio track built in, and then you'll take your audio track you've recorded from your sound recorder, and you're going to overlay that, mute the sound that's on your video track, and you use this one. You want to sync them up. So when you watch movies and you see them produced in movies, you know, they always have the clapper, and that clapper gives you something to line up your audio. So the audio channel on your video, you'll see a spike if you're using software that shows that, and that's what you really need. I'm using Filmora 9, it's gonna be very good for that. So you'll see that spike, and you'll also see the spike on your audio channel. You line those spikes up, then you mute the audio on your video recording device, and then you'll just have your audio recording device's audio track mixed in with your video, and everything will be lined up perfectly. To make our testing easier today, I bought this handheld grip. This is going to allow us to mount the microphone and the camera on one device to hold. That way when you're being directional with your camera, your microphone follows it as well, and it's easy to keep it stable. So we'll go ahead and unbox this. This is again Zevio's handheld grip. You've probably seen these being used on all kinds of channels. We open this up. This is really simple now. Take off the packaging. Not much to it. So we can see we have the grip. We can mount all kinds of devices up here, and then we have all kinds of ways to mount cameras and lights and all kinds of devices. So this is good for multi-use. For today's testing, I'm going to use the Can Vixia HFW11 camcorder, and I'm going to record me saying things both on this and the Tascam held up to the grip, and then you'll be able to see the differences. I'm not going to adjust any of the audio amplitudes or play with it any with the editing software. You're just going to see what it sounds like without having to fiddle with either of them. I've got the recorder mounted with the camera on the grip. Now I'm going to set it on the table, step back a little bit, and I'm going to do the first test. The first test is what the recorder, just right out of the box, I'm going to hit record. I'm not going to set up anything special. And the camcorder, and we'll see how they sound from the same distance away with no special settings. We've got our sound recorder and our camcorder mounted to our grip. Our first test is going to be both of them set on the table here, and I'll step back about 10 feet. I'll talk, and then we'll play back each and see how they sound. We're not going to do any adjustments or settings on either one. I'm not going to fine tune to make things sound better. Straight out of the box. Test 1 has the Tascam audio recorder mounted on the top of the grip. We've got our Can Vixia mounted on the bottom of the grip, and you're hearing both the Canon inherent audio and the Tascam recorder. We're going to play each of these separately, okay? So I'm going to turn this way, I'm going to talk, and then I'm going to go backwards. You probably can't hear anything at all because the amplitude's so low. I'm going to go look, oh, there's trees over there, look at that. I see that right there. And then I come back around. Now I'm going to come up closer here and see how the amplitude changes as you come closer. And I'm going to clap, clap, clap. I'm going to do that one more time. Get up clear. Okay, y'all hear that? I'm going to back up. And now we are back to our 10-foot setting, and that completes test 1. Test 1 has the Tascam audio recorder mounted on the top of the grip. We've got our Canon Vixia mounted on the bottom of the grip, and you're hearing both the Canon inherent audio and the Tascam recorder. We're going to play each of these separately, okay? So I'm going to turn this way, I'm going to talk, and then I'm going to go backwards. Probably can't hear anything at all because the amplitude's so low. I'm going to go look, oh, there's trees over there, look at that. I see that right there. And then I come back around. Now I'm going to come up closer here and see how the amplitude changes as you come closer. And I'm going to clap, clap, clap. I'm going to do that one more time. Get up clear. Okay, y'all hear that? I'm going to back up. And now we are back to our 10-foot setting, and that completes test 1. For test 2, I'm going to hold the Tascam recorder down here at my waist as if it's in my pocket or just stationary on me. Now, of course, I could put it in my back pocket and have a lavalier mic right here on my shirt collar, and you would just get the best audio quality as far as distortion and placement around. But this is going to be really good. Now, I do have my cover on it. I wish I had my dead cat, but there's no wind today, so we're not going to really be able to test the wind suppression of each of these. Now when wind hits the Canon, the wind software dampens out or mutes the audio. Of course, that mutes my voice also. So in post, I have to go in and raise up the amplitude of my voice in segments. Of course, then you get all the background noise. It just is pretty bad. Now this thing has some settings on it where you can filter out low pass noise like air conditioning and refrigerators and stuff. Again, I don't have any of that turned on. This thing is just right out of the box. So now we're going to do our test 2. Again, we're at 10 feet here where I've been talking. You're going to be able to hear the difference in the 2 tracks I'm going to play. I've got an airplane flying over, but we're going to leave it there. Okay, so I'm turning left here and I'm talking, just holding the camera here. Now this is the big test. Look at this. I'm backwards, and obviously you can hear the Tascam. You probably can't hear anything out of the camera, especially with the airplane flying over. And then we go this way, and you start to hear a little bit more, from the Canon, but you get consistent audio from the Tascam. The plane is getting farther and farther away. And then we come back around this way, and you can hear me just consistently with an onboard, on-person microphone. Now, I'm going to tap the microphone. I don't know how loud that was. I'm going to go. I'm puffing into it just to see what that did. Not a dead cat for wind, but that does help the puff on there. And I'm going to walk closer. 1, 2, 3. You see me getting closer and closer. And, of course, the audio on the Canon's getting louder and louder. And then I'm going to go the puff, puff, puff test again. Puff, puff, puff. Doing it on both of them there. So, and we're just close up. And a lot of things I'm sure are going to be very noticeable in how this sounds as I play it to you. Each track, again, one video track, and we're going to have the audio of the inherent Canon, and then, of course, our Tascam. So this completes test 2, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll meet you back in just a second for the review. For test 2, I'm going to hold the Tascam recorder down here at my waist as if it's in my pocket or just stationary on me. Now, of course, I could put it in my back pocket and have a lavalier mic right here on my shirt collar, and you would just get the best audio quality as far as distortion and placement around. But this is going to be really good. Now, I do have my cover on it. I wish I had my dead cat, but there's no wind today, so we're not going to really be able to test the wind suppression of each of these. Now, when wind hits the Canon, the wind software dampens out or mutes the audio. Of course, that mutes my voice also. So in post, I have to go in and raise up the amplitude of my voice in segments. Of course, then you get all the background noise. It's just pretty bad. Now this thing has some settings on it where you can filter out low pass noise like air conditioning and refrigerators and stuff. Again, I don't have any of that turned on. This thing is just right out of the box. So now we're going to do our test 2. Again, we're at 10 feet here where I've been talking. You're going to be able to hear the difference in the 2 tracks I'm going to play. I've got an airplane flying over, but we're going to leave it there. Okay, so I'm turning left here and I'm talking, just holding the camera here. This is the big test. Look at this. I'm backwards, and obviously you can hear the Tascam, and you probably can't hear anything out of the Canon, especially with the airplane flying over. And then we go this way, and you start to hear a little bit more, from the Canon, but you're getting consistent audio from the Tascam. The plane is getting farther and farther away. And then we come back around this way, and you can hear me just consistently with an onboard, on-person microphone. Now, I'm going to tap the microphone. I don't know how loud that was. I'm going to go. I'm puffing into it just to see what that did. Not a dead cat for wind, but that does help the puff on there. And I'm going to walk closer. 1, 2, 3. You see me getting closer and closer, and of course the audio on the Canon's getting louder and louder. And then I'm going to go the puff, puff, puff test again. Puff, puff, puff. Doing it on both of them there. So, and we're just close up, and a lot of things I'm sure are going to be very noticeable in how this sounds as I play it to you. Each track, again, one video track, and we're going to have the audio of the inherent Canon, and then, of course, our Tascam. So this completes test 2, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll meet you back in just a second for the review. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching test 1 and test 2. Those were some huge results, and I think the sound recorder is going to be an awesome addition to our videography components here on RidgeLife. I'm going to start slowly incorporating those into videos. It may take a while for those to filter in, but hopefully you'll start to see a marked improvement in audio quality on our videos here at RidgeLife. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new videos come out. If you can, like this video, I sure appreciate that. And don't forget to check out our Amazon store. We put links in the description to all the components and stuff we use here. It's no extra charge to you. If you're going to buy them from Amazon anyway, buy them from our links. It's convenient, and we get a little assistance here on the channel. We also have an Amazon storefront. We put all the things we've used in our videos in our storefront. So just put them all together in different playlists for chickens and electronics and all those things. And that's amazon.com/shop/RidgeLife. Simple enough. RidgeLife is one word. And if you buy things straight from our storefront, you'll also help out RidgeLife, and you can just buy whatever you want on Amazon. It doesn't have to be something from our playlist or our storefront list, and it's no extra charge to you. So it works out pretty good for everybody. Well, I hope everybody again enjoyed this, and leave some comments if you can. I appreciate all comments. Questions are awesome also. So until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife.